Welcome to Maximizer CRM 12 Video Tutorials. This video will show you how to import and export your Maximizer records. Introducing data import and export. There are many scenarios in which you will need to have address book records moving into and out of Maximizer. If you are starting a new CRM database, you will most likely already have existing contact records from applications like Outlook that you will want to import into Maximizer. In some environments, you may regularly get prospect and customer records that you will want to import into Maximizer from another system. On the other hand, there are times you will want to get the records out of Maximizer and into another software application. Maximizer will allow you to do that easily through its export to Excel capability. Once the data has been exported, Excel can also be used as a reporting and analytical tool. To perform record import and export, you must first be granted the necessary rights. The administrator can go to the user's page by clicking here, then selecting the appropriate user. Click Access Rights, select Modify User Access Setting, and check the Allow Import and Allow Export checkboxes. Importing contacts. Maximizer supports import from Outlook, CSV, tab delimited, and XML files. For Outlook contact import, first export your Outlook contacts into a file. Go to File, Options, look in Advanced, select Export, export to a file, and choose either comma separated values or tab delimited. Select Contacts, confirm the file, and finish. Now go back to Maximizer, select Import, and then select Microsoft Outlook Contacts. In the Import Wizard dialog box, enter the location of your contacts, .csv file. Enter the email address of the user to associate the list with, and they will be notified when the import is finished. For importing an XML file, you should only be importing an XML file generated from the Windows version of Maximizer. The generated file should have .mxi as its file extension. To import, simply select Import, XML and Maximizer MXI, and follow the instructions. Advanced Contact Import. To import contact records from other sources, your data file must be either CSV or tab delimited. The procedures for importing these two file formats are very similar. First, go to Import, comma separated values or tab delimited depending on the file format. Select the file you want to import and click Next. Maximizer will import records as companies, individuals, or contacts depending on the values of the company name field and the last name field in the import file. For a record with a company name but no last name, it will be inserted as a Maximizer company record. For a company with a last name but no company name, it will be inserted as a Maximizer individual record. For importing records with both a company name and a last name filled in, Maximizer's behavior depends on the selection in the dialog box. They can be imported into Maximizer as a company with associated contact records, or separately as Maximizer individual records. The behavior will depend on your selection in the checkboxes. It is important to note that Maximizer records will be updated from values from the import file, even if they already exist in Maximizer. If they do not, new records will be created. For company records, the matching will be done through the company name field. For contact or individual records, the matching will be done through the first name, last name, and email address fields. If you select Convert to Name Case in the dialog box, the first letter of each word will be capitalized. Select whether you want to import the records as leads or non-leads, then click Next. Now you must map the import file fields to the Maximizer fields. First, select whether Maximizer should import the first row in your file. The import files fields are displayed on the left. For each field you want to import, you will have to select the corresponding Maximizer field. It is fine to leave some fields not mapped if you don't want them to go into Maximizer. If you will be importing files with the same fields in future, you may save this mapping to be reused later. To save the mapping, click Catalog. Select Add. Enter the name to describe the mapping, and then click OK. To use this mapping later, click Catalog, select the appropriate item in the list, and then click Retrieve. Finally, enter the email address of the user to associate the list with. They will be notified when the import is finished. Exporting records. Export to Excel is available to all the Maximizer modules, including Address Book, Opportunities, Campaigns, and Customer Service. To export, select the records you wish to export in the Maximizer main view. Click the Excel icon. Your browser will prompt you to either open or save the file. Click Open to directly open the downloaded file in Excel. As this will be a file downloaded from the internet, your security settings will ask you to enable editing. From Excel, you may perform further formatting and analysis on the exported data. Thank you for using Maximizer CRM 12 video tutorials. For further information, visit www.maximizer.com.